Jose able to do anything today?
Not much. Just a little bit of a warm-up, but they didn't do much in practice. No contact.
And just from reviewing the film from last night, what kind of stood out to you? Some of the things you guys need to work on.
Our first quarter start was poor at best. And we were too casual. Our sense of urgency has to go up, and our guys understand that. Our margin for error is a little smaller. You don't have Brandon, you don't have Jose. So our ability to come out with the mentality, to have physicality, to hit first has to be there from the start. And last night it wasn't.
You guys got it going like Booker. Do you ever get to a point where it's like, Herb, don't worry about anybody else just like denying the ball or anything like this?
For sure. We have to. I mean, it's the second game with 50 points. So he's one of those guys you got to go get him early, take the ball out of his hands. Don't let him touch it. If he does touch it, send two people at him. And so that's an area that we have to be better.
And Willie, how much of a challenge has it been to replace BI's playmaking these last 6 games? For instance, it doesn't seem like you're playing with the right kind of pace, and the quality of shots, it seems a lot harder.
For sure. It's tough to replace BI and what he brings to this team. And then at the same time, we're playing against some of the toughest teams in the league that are really that have really solid. They're really solid defensive teams. So they make you take tougher shots. They make you have to move the ball side to side. Normally the first action isn't there. And so it's a combination of those two. It's missing Brandon, missing Jose. But then playing against the tougher teams, we just have to rely on each other even more.
What would you like to see them basically do differently, so it doesn't all fall on Zion? I know CJ was trying to do some playmaking yesterday, but where would you like for that to come from?
Well, it starts on the defensive end. Our ability to get stops, rebound the ball, allows other guys to get into the offense even faster. And then from there, just continue to trust. And that's hard to do when you face an adversity, is to trust. Our natural instinct is, okay, I got to do it myself. But collectively across the board, trust each other, trust the work that you put in here on the floor. For the most part, we're doing it. But like I said before, we have to put together more of a 48-minute game. And right now, it's 3 quarters, it's 2.5, it's 3.5. We got to get closer to 4 quarters.
And we talked about it last night, but in those situations where teams are leaving their center under the rim, is it just as simple as, hey, make the easy pass to those guys and allow the dominoes to fall, as you said last night? I guess what do you want to see when teams are kind of throwing it at?
Yeah, it's a combination. When they leave you, then you got to get involved in the action a little bit. Either become a good screener, off-the-ball screener, or catch, and it's a quick decision play there. Like, it's hard for bigs because it's mostly their bigs. Most of their fives are leaving and they're tracking Z. So it's hard if you hit them now to go second side to somebody for them to get back and contest those shots. So it's a matter of us continuing to work on it.
You guys ever want him to just like take a 15-footer? Like Jonas, kind of do similar things, but like he'll just take them sometimes.
Yeah, he's got to get comfortable doing it, but Z is more than capable for sure.
Is this just the natural progression of what you guys have wanted to see for years, being able to have more of these lineups where he's at the 5, that we've kind of seen it kind of growing to get to
not
this?
Not 5, one. We got 5 guys out there. He's not the 5. He's at the 1. It is. I think we're growing. We're growing in that area. We're growing with our lineups. The more we look at it, the numbers have been really good for us. Late in the game, I think 4 minutes left, we went small and cut it to 7. And it gives us space, more playmaking on the floor. And once again, we love what Larry and JV brings with our group as well, but this gives us another option.
And we talked about how much you guys are missing BI, but how much do you think not having Jose just as that ball handler off the bench has kind of put more on some other guys as well?
For sure. We miss Brandon, we miss Jose. Not having them at this point in the season is tough. And we need those guys back. However, our guys understand and they know how I feel about them. We have more than enough to go after these teams, compete, and give ourselves an opportunity to win. But we have to recognize that the margin for error is smaller. We got to put together a 48-minute game, and our game plan discipline has to be at a high level from start to finish. When it is, we have opportunities to win. When it's not, those are going to be tougher games for us.